Trace. Been at it for hours. Even Alan Sugar's books didn't take this long to sort out.
That. Right. After 3 months, trading as the company pulls her as, the directors of which are myself, Tracy Stubbs, and you, Sharon Theodopoulos.
Yeah, get on with it.
And showing a really pathetic profit of £14,326.19p!
14 grand! Yeehaw! How often do a couple of salts from Essex get to earn that kind of wonga without getting their Bristols out?
Very amusing, Sharon.
You know what I like most about being successful, Trace? That feeling you get when you're on a roll. I reckon at this minute there's nothing in the world I couldn't cope with.
Cooey!
Except that Pratt.
The door's open. Just popped in to show off my new outfit. What do you think?
You look like a tart.
Good. That's just the effect I'm after.
Off out, are we?
No, we're not. I am. Matthew. Square jaw, broad shoulders, great buns.
He's a baker.
No, a model. He did the underwear campaign. His crotch was plastered all over the central line.
What does a sexy male model want with the likes of you?
Youth is always attracted to experience, Sharon. I could show Matthew things he's never dreamed of.
Your ration book from the war.
I shall be sipping martinis at Christopher's at 7, eating dinner at Quaglino's at 8, and then, with any luck, I'll be licking petit fours off his midriff by midnight. The perfect evening.
You're disgusting. What about poor old Marcus?
Poor old Marcus. Hardly ever see him these days. If he's not working late, he's off playing masons with his silly little friends. Oh, and speaking of my dear husband, I just have to ask you girls the teeniest little favour. Should he get back from his lodge meeting before I get in, well, I would appreciate it if...
You want us to cover for you, don't you?
Well...
Yes, well, you can forget it, madam. We ain't getting involved in your seedy shenanigans.
Fine. If you think you can live with the responsibility.
What do you mean, responsibility?
Well, if he found out what I was doing, who knows what it would do to him? A shock like that could be fatal to a man his age.
Do you know, Dorian, there are times when I really hate you.
Isn't that what friends are for? Anyway, must dash. Ciao.
It's a brilliant settee, isn't it? I wonder where you buy something like this.
Well, does Zebra?
Ladies, thanks for coming.
It was no bother, Mr...
Monty.
I'm Tracy Stubbs, and this is my partner.
Sharon Theodopoulos.
Theodopoulos? That name rings a bell. Greek. Toe rag. Do you know him?
Me? No. No, never heard of him. Common name, though, isn't it?
Chris. Chris Theodopoulos. A relative, perhaps?
No. No, I'm an orphan. I ain't got no relatives. Especially husbands.
Wonder what ever happened to him. I probably had him top for all I know.
So what was it you wanted, Monty?
Oh, take a seat. Now, it's about my wife's birthday. I've been racking my brains for something different to give her this year. She's had tiaras, necklaces, bracelets. I mean, how many more diamonds can one girl wear?
She could always stick a couple on the end of her...
Sharon.
That came to me in a moment of divine inspiration. I'll build her a swimming pool.
That's very generous of you, Monty.
Ah, mere trifle. Compared with the riches my Chanel brings to me.
So what made you choose us, then?
Oh, you came very highly recommended. By my accountant, Marcus Green.
It's very nice of Marcus.
He obviously likes our work.
Oh, I'm sure he does. But you see, I've got a rather large sum of cash that I need to lose, as it were. And Marcus suggested that wouldn't be a problem for you.
Cash payment? A problem? We accept cash, don't we, Trace?
Oh, yeah. That'll do nicely.
Good. Now, I've already had the plans drawn up. Unfortunately, the firm I had booked for the job went up in the air.
Gone skint.
No, their van blew up. Everybody's mystified as to how that could happen. Anyway, what do you think?
Yes, yeah. All looks very straightforward, doesn't it, Trace?
Oh, yeah. Very straightforward, Sharon. If you don't mind me saying, this pool looks pretty big for a back garden, Monty.
You haven't seen my back garden, Tracy.
Flipping heck. I bet you didn't have to get through some baby bio.
I don't believe in doing things by halves. My motto is big is beautiful. So, are you interested?
Monty, we'll build you a swimming pool Flipper would be proud of.
Terrific. I knew I could count on you girls.
When exactly is your Chanel's birthday?
Next Tuesday.
What?
And I want it finished on time. I'd hate to disappoint her. Will that be a problem?
Nah, piece of...
Excuse us, Monty. I just need to have a conference with my partner here.
Of course. Tony.
We can't do it. It's not possible.
Stop thinking so negative, Trace. Look, it'll be all right, trust me.
So, have you reached a decision?
We'll do it, but it won't come cheap.
What does these days? Now, Chanel and myself are flying out to our villa in Marbella tomorrow. We'll be back Tuesday. Have the pool ready. I'll cover all your usual costs and bung you a £5 bonus on top, cash. Does that sound reasonable? Then we're in business.
Monty, I've just got a contract here I'll need you to sign.
Contract? What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
Well, yeah, of course, but,
Oh, I understand. It's business. Quite right.
I'll just need your full name.
It's Monty Cray.
Coffee's up.
Bad news, Trace. Kenny and the boys have gone to Florida.
Oh, great. We've just taken on the biggest job of our life and our workforce has legged it. Now what are we going to do?
Don't worry, we'll think of something. I'll get in touch with Fat Stan first thing tomorrow.
Sharon, Fat Stan is a ticket tout. Monty Cray wants a swimming pool, not tickets for Phantom of the Poxy Opera.
But he's got loads of contacts. He'll help us, trust me. What was that?
Hello, girls. I have just had the best night of my life. In fact, I've probably just had the best night of anybody's life.
Good for you.
I'm talking hot, steamy, could possibly be illegal kind of sex.
Spare us the lurid details, hey?
You can tell me if you want to.
Forget it. We've got enough on our plate.
What's the matter?
We've just agreed to build a swimming pool for some bloke and our workforce has done a bunk. Actually, you probably know him. It was Marcus that recommended us.
Oh, really? We must talk about our commission. Who is it?
A bloke called Monty Cray.
It has absolutely nothing to do with me whatsoever.
What do you mean?
Monty Cray runs a security firm with a very nifty sideline in loan collections. Their motto is pay up or lose a kidney.
Oh, God.
Calm down, Trace. It'll be all right.
Oh, yeah. Assuming your idea of all right's floating arse upwards down the Thames wearing a pair of concrete pop socks.
Well, much as I love to see rough women tearing lumps off each other, I must go. What did you tell Marcus?
Nothing. We ain't seen him.
Oh, that's odd. His Masonic dues are usually over by 10. Oh, well, perhaps his apron got caught in his rolled-up trouser leg as he was leaving. That could be him now. Come see if I'm here.
I'll get it.
Do I look like I've been visiting a sick aunt?
Only if she lives in Transylvania. You've got a dirty great love bite on your neck, you smutty cow. Shall, what do they want?
We're trying to locate a Dorian Green. I understand she's your next-door neighbour.
I am Dorian Green. What could you possibly want with me? I have never done anything wrong. Ever.
Mrs. Green, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. It's your husband.
Marcus?
Earlier tonight, Mr. Green suffered a heart attack. He was taken to Chigwell General, where his condition is serious, but not critical. Or was it the other way round?
So are you all right?
Yes. Yes, I'm fine, Sharon. The important thing is not to panic.
Morning, Shall. Any news on Marcus?
Spoke to the hospital. He's in intensive care. Don't sound too good, Trace. Blimey. It's Elvira, mistress of the dark.
Hello, Dor. How you feeling?
No, thanks, I'm not hungry.
The lady at the hospital said Marcus had a good night.
A good night? He has a heart attack while I'm working my way through the Kama Sutra with a male model half his age. God only knows what constitutes a bad night.
Me and Sharon will come to the hospital with you, Dor.
It's all right, Tracy. I don't feel up to it at the moment. We'll go later. I do love him, you know, Marcus. I do love him.
Come on, Shall, we've got to get round to Dorian.
Stan, you are a genius. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Good news, Trace. Stan's old man drinks with a gang of builders down his club. He's going to send them round.
Look, if they're anything to do with Stan, they're bound to be cowboys.
We got nothing to lose by checking him out, Trace. Unless you want to front Monty and tell him we couldn't get the job done.
What? And wake up with an horse's dead under me duvet cover? No, thank you.
Dor, what are you sitting in the dark for?
Just looking at photographs.
This is hardly a time for a stroll down memory lane. We've got to get to the hospital.
It's our wedding picture. Marcus hired the dinner suit from Losner's in Stamford Hill. Then he popped into the Nosh bar next door for a salt beef sandwich, got grease all down the lapels. Oh, and that's Marcus in his Jewish Lads Brigade uniform. And there he is with his first jag.
Dor, we've got to make a move.
I can't go.
What are you talking about? He's your husband. Even I visited Chris when he was ill.
How can I look at him lying there knowing that I was...
Getting your jollies while he was having a coronary.
Sharon, no, she's right. Should be me lying there, not him.
Well, it's no good you sitting here on your own. Why don't you come and stay with us for a bit?
Don't want to be any trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble. Is it, Shell?
What? No, no trouble. How much do you reckon we should pay him, Trace? Trace?
Popped in to see Marcus earlier. They're feeding him with a drip.
Well, it's probably the first time he's had regular meals since he's married her. That'll be the lads. Trace, meet the lads.
Hello, pleased to meet... Bloody hell. Sharon, outside, now. Excuse me. Excuse me. You have got to be joking.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? It looks like Dad's army meets the last of the summer wine in there.
Don't be master craftsman.
They're all old gits!
Give him a chance, Trace.
All right. If one of them dies in there, I ain't cleaned up the mess.
Now, this is the pool we put in at Lady Astor's country residence.
It's lovely.
Terrific. Done a good job there, Ern.
Yeah, well, we always take a pride in our work, don't we, Sid? Sid?
No, what happened?
I was just telling Mrs. Stubbs we always take a pride in our work.
Oh, yes, lovely, lovely. Who's Mrs. Tubbs?
So, what do you think then, Trace?
Well, I must admit, they all look terrific. But if you don't mind me saying, Ern, ain't you all a bit...
Old? Is that what you mean? We're all skilled men, Mrs. Stubbs. I've forgotten more than some of these whippersnappers today will ever learn.
So, do you reckon you can build this pool for us then, Ern?
Ah, yeah, we could do that with our eyes closed, couldn't we, Sid? Sid!
Oh, yes, lovely.
Didn't look well, did he, Trace?
What did you expect? She just had a heart attack, Sharon. Not a fortnight's holiday in Ibiza.
It's been nearly a week, though. You'd have thought he'd have come round by now.
If only Doreen had come and see him. I'm sure it'd help.
I don't know. She's been acting very weird lately. Did you hear her wailing in her room? Sounded like Brick Lane Mosque on the first day of Ramadan.
I just wish there was something we could do.
There is. Sling her out or have the spare room double glazed.
Think we should make our way over to Monty's?
Relax. Ernie will call us when they're ready. All right, Dol?
We've just been to the hospital. Again.
Is there any change?
No. What you been doing all day?
I've been talking to God.
Yeah. What's he up to then?
We made a deal. If Marcus recovers, I have promised to stay celibate for the rest of my life.
You'd have trouble staying celibate for the rest of the week.
Marcus getting better is all that matters. I've even been thinking about having him flown out to Lord's.
And what good would that do? He's hardly in any condition to sit up and watch cricket, is he?
Never mind Lourdes or deals with him upstairs. You can help Marcus by being with him, seeing him. Look, you can't put this off forever, so why don't you go upstairs and put your coat on?
Because I don't want to. Leave me alone, Tracy, I mean it. Mind your own damn business.
My. I do believe that's the telephone a-tinkling.
I'll get it, shall I? Hello? What? All right. Dorian, wait. That was the hospital. It's Marcus.
Oh, my God, is he...
No, but he's had a turn for the worse.
I'll get my coat. I've changed my mind.
Too late.
I mean it.
So do we.
I want to go home.
You can't.
Put me down.
Excuse me. We're looking for Mr. Marcus Green.
I'm afraid only immediate family are allowed in.
I'm his wife, Doreen Green.
I'm his sister, Tracy Green.
I'm his cousin, Bottle Green.
Excuse me, he's in there.
You two go in first. I just need a moment to compose myself. Sorry, do you have a cigarette?
Of course, babe.
Thank you.
Run out?
No, I don't smoke. I thought it might help my nerves.
You were visiting?
Yes, husband. Heart attack.
Mine too. Well, my boyfriend, actually.
I'm sorry.
Settle down, Chiggy. Don't think my Chiggy likes hospitals much. You all right? take this.
Thank you. Not very good at this.
Me either.
You take it back.
No, you keep it. He'll pull through, your old man, don't worry.
Yes. You see, I haven't been much of a wife to him. Well, in fact, I've been a complete bitch.
Well, we all have our ups and downs, babe.
Believe me, I've had more than most. You see, when he was actually having his heart attack, I was, well, with someone else.
What?
Yeah, Matthew. Male model. Square jaw, broad shoulders, great buns. Can imagine how I feel.
Not half as bad as I do.
What do you mean?
I was actually doing it with my bloke when he had his.
You're kidding.
One moment he was nearly there, next he was almost gone.
Oh, bloody hell! Well, I've wintered a few in my time. I've never actually killed one.
Mrs. Green?
Yes.
Mrs. Marcus Green?
Yes. You were doing it with Marcus, weren't you?
Yeah, it seems that way. But it was before you and me had been formally introduced.
You little strumpet!
Well, talk about the pot calling a kettle black. What about you and that model?
That doesn't matter. He was my husband. If anyone deserved to give Marcus a heart attack, it was me.
Well, look on the bright side. If he don't pull through, babe, at least he'll go with a smile on his face.
You cow!
Flipping heck, it's the Battle of the Brasses. What are we going to do? Only one thing to do.
You, hussy! I should pull your hair out by the roots, which are dark, I might add. What's going on? She had sex with Marcus. It was her that brought on his heart attack.
Flipping heck, what position was you using?
Killing the both of you. If anyone's interested, Marcus has rallied round.
We spoke to the doctor. Chances are he'll make a full recovery.
Now, will you go in and see him?
Yes.
Not you.
Yes, I will. I'll do better than that. I'm gonna kill the lecherous little bastard. Who does he think he is cheating on me?
Bye. That was Ernie. Everything's finished and Monty's on his way home. Let's get over there. Hope he's happy with the work.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I don't know what to say.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
Look at it. Are you trying to take the mick?
No.
Well, what's wrong with it? It looks all right to me.
I'll tell you what's wrong with it, you demented old duffer. This is not an Olympic-sized swimming pool. It's a B-day for a woman with a big arse. It's too bloody small.
I followed the plans to the letter.
Yes, well, it's a shame you didn't do the same with the numbers. It's supposed to be 60 metres long and 20 metres wide.
It is. Ain't it?
Of course it ain't. A team of gerbils couldn't swim a bleeding relay in that.
Have you and the lads ever worked with a metric system before?
Well, no, not exactly. It was all feet and inches in our day. But Sid said he knew all about it, so we let him do the measuring up.
What about the pool you did for Lady Esther? Was that metric?
No, that was 1959.
We'll make it right, Monty. We'll build you a new one. We'll do it really cheap, for nothing. How's that sound?
It's too late. Today is Chanel's birthday. Now, right now, she's at the vet's with that stupid dog of hers, but she'll be here soon, and she won't be very pleased. Which begs the question, what's to be done?
Oh, my God.
How deep do you reckon that water is?
Monty,
Perfect. I've kept my hand on my halfpenny for 6 years and now I'm going to die. Talk about bad luck.
Don't worry, Trace. Nothing's going to happen to us. Trust me.
Chanel.
Monty, what's going on? What are they?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Chanel. We've heard so much about you, haven't we, Trace?
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
We've just been helping Monty here sort out your birthday present. Haven't we, Mont?
Look, love, I can explain this.
And there it is. Isn't it fantastic? Ernie here nearly had a heart attack building it. So, what do you think? Do you like it?
Well, it's... It's a paddling pool for my chiggy! Oh, look at him! Oh, Monty, you're so clever! It's lovely!
Oh, it's nothing. Happy birthday, love.
Thanks, babe.
Oh,
We'll pop the bill in the post, shall we? Heard anything from Dorian?
Not a peep since Marcus was discharged. Looks like she's taken her role as nursemaid seriously.
Like Kathy Bates in Misery.
I think we should give her the benefit of the doubt. I mean, she did agree to forget about Marcus's little indiscretion.
Do you really reckon she's turned over a new leaf, then?
A leopard's never too old to change its spots, Sharon.
Yeah, but she's a very old leopard, and she has been round the jungle a few times.
Dorian, we were just talking about you.
Oh, glad to see I can still brighten up your dull, mundane little lives.
How's Marcus?
Oh, convalescing well. Specialist says he's making excellent progress.
Good for you.
Your praise isn't necessary, Tracy.
No, credit where it's due. I mean, you have been looking after him, haven't you?
In your dreams, dear neighbour, do I look like Florence Nightingale?
So, who is it?
I hired a private nurse. Fully trained. He was between jobs. Square jaw. Broad shoulders. Great buns.
Matthew. What'll I do when you are far away and I am blue? What'll I do
When I'm alone with all